Can I maybe take maybe kind of connected questions? When this government came in, it had a really big majority, and that big majority meant that some of the things that had in its manifesto was going to come out, and they did have things about the reform of further education, right? When the opportunity came, and remember, in Scotland there is only 3 areas of Scotland where there's going to be more than one college in a region, and Glasgow is one of those. Their proposal was that there should be one college for the whole of Glasgow, right? Now there were 7 of us. We didn't think that that proposal was very good, so we campaigned and said that we understand for cost-cutting reasons, you know, 3 principals go down to 1, you start to make savings, right? I mean, I can say it because it's a job that I've got, you know, you start to make savings. Is that not correct? So when we started to see that, we then put papers to the board, because are we people in Scotland that the government dictates to, or do we try and shape policy? We try and shape policy. So we proposed solutions in relation to that, and argued first of all that Glasgow needed more than one college. It would be far too big, and as a student in a college like that, you can sometimes disappear if it's too big. So we argued for 3, and the combination of 3, we're in one of the combinations that's kind of come about. Now you may think that our bit over the Clyde is a bit different. It's actually quite nice when you come to visit, right? What we're trying to do is actually to show, by pulling our resources, it's a buttress against pressures of funding, whereby we actually try and deliver to students much more, and have the ambition to actually develop new things, because you deserve the best in your provision. And some of you want to stay with us because you like the philosophy of learning that's within a further education college. So there is ambition to develop a new. We're in the worst recession. We're just blighted by that. And we actually have to develop the college with the essence of students at its core. And you're the essence. We can't run a college without you. We can't put up courses or programmes that you don't have. So in the new college and in those papers, there's also the ambition. I've got dance studios. None of the else have dance studios. I quite like the dance studios. The dancers love them, right?
Are you a keen member of the dance studio?
No, kind of. Am I going to move dance to Anniesland or Langside? No, the investment has been made. But my students don't want to go down to London for their next bit, or to go to Edinburgh. You can't do a degree in dance in Glasgow. One of the ambitions I would hope for the new college is that students who study in that might be able to actually deliver. And that's what bringing together and taking the opportunity. Now that might be the optimistic view. I understand that, but we can work on it.
I will come to more questions in a second, just because Linda picked up upon the fact that it's always going to impact on staff as well. Angela McVeigh from Cardonald College. Sorry, no, hold on. It is, let me just check here. Rebecca Hughes from Cardonald College, are you here? Oh, you've already spoken. Because you had a point, though, about demoralised workforces, just because it picks up upon the effects on staff. Why is that of a concern to students? Yeah, on you.
During a time of economic difficulty, like this one, people need to be able to improve their skill set for the existing jobs on the market. What evidence do we have that this new college will continue, much like the colleges already have, and improve their support and to encourage this demoralised workforce? You know, people.
Oh, right, it's the workforce outside the college, not inside the college. Right, okay.
I meant it comes to getting people who are vulnerable.
Right,
and
okay.
don't have confidence in themselves, which colleges give. It's
Right.
kind of like quite a lot.
So no one's going to speak up for the lecturers then? Fair enough. Okay, we'll leave that point standing just now. I'll take some more questions from the floor here. Right, you and McWhite, and I'll come to you after the chair.
No, fine.
It's fine, you have to ask me a question in a minute.
Yeah, you said that the fact going to have managers going to be principals. So does that mean 2 of you going to be out of the job?
Yep.
How's that going to how's that going to work exactly?
Well, it's called employment law. Do you know what I mean? And actually, we can't. Right, so the job for principal is up. It closes today.
Well done.
Right?
Right.
Right? And all staff kind of know that. We've kind of made it known it closes today. The existing principals are applying. There is other things that's happening because we've got cuts that we're facing too, that we're actually, the colleges are reshaping themselves before they even go to merger. So there's things that's got to do with people's employment and their employment rights, and I think it would be, it's actually easier that we don't go there. Do you not agree with that, Robin? But what we're looking at is there has just to be one principal. You don't want 3 principals. I mean, you want one principal, but you also want to have a structure, and that structure's getting developed and it'll come out for consultation that makes sense in how you actually run a college, a really strong college with 3 vibrant campuses and interconnections, right? You know, you guys are going out to the world of work, and I hope that you don't just work in Glasgow. I hope that Gillen travel in tourism. I hope you travel the world. So going across the Clyde might be an interesting thing. Just sometimes.
What, travel farther?
I don't want to travel farther than that. But what we're saying is that we need to make this college actually hum as a college, do really, really well, and actually kind of enhance it. And there's going to be people who will elect to step back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you worried about losing one of these 3?
No, just wondering. I'm just actually make the point. They came money by getting rid of 3 principals, so does that mean therefore...
That was just an illustration.
Yeah, but it's a valid point though, because now it seems that there's going to be one principal spread across 3 campuses. That means it isn't students to progress and complain with lecturers or funding or whatever, but then the principals have to set.
Susan, do you want to go in here?
Yeah, thanks very much. I was the vice principal at James Watt College right, when it was one of the biggest in Scotland. We had 150,000 rated sums in 4 campuses. Right? And it is about one college delivered in 4 different places. You know, and that is about how you make sure your staff development's good, how you make sure there's equitable resources. So, it's not difficult. It's absolutely not difficult.
Robin?
The question to put back to one of you, I'm not sure which one, I suppose is, Linda, you called it you said that the decision to merge is basically a buttress against funding cuts. And that is part of a buttress. I guess the question therefore to me is, do you think this would be a good idea to make this merger come about if the financial circumstances were much, much better? Because even if the financial circumstances are much, much better, still making the savings is a good thing if it benefits the students.
Listen, I love Amberflag College. Absolutely love it. As you love your colleges. But when you start to look at what this new college can offer students, right, I start to say it can offer students more than what we could offer as Annisland. And I think more that Langside could offer, and more that Cadornage could offer. So it's actually seeing that by coming together, we likely can offer a better service to students, right? And that's actually important. You see that in all types of industry. I mean, industry kind of coming together to get bigger units, etc. So that's what we are hoping will be happening. And all right, it's come in a policy framework, such and such. What we'll need to make sure is that in the times of still change coming upon us, that we actually start to win back the funds that further education has lost. And that's actually, you know, a big campaign for everybody.
Okay, behind.
Joe, I was just wondering,